Hey, here's a video comparison of the 4 different versions of the Dirty Little Secret Catalinbread pedal. Make, mark, 1, 2, then the super bass and the super lead. I'll be playing them through my new to me Dr. Z Remedy amp, through 212s and with a strat. Again, bump that one a little bit too. Fix the super lead post-it, not digging it. outs at the end. You know, first these two pedals, the original version. This is an all-around nice guy. It's really easy to use with any guitar or any of my amps. Kind of just sounds good. Does have, you know, not quite as much bass as the others, and so I think from, you know, comparing the Make 1 versus Make 2, this one has a little bit more of everything. It's got more lows, and you can control the lows and the highs. It's less compressed overall. That's I'd say the overall difference in the sound. So it has more of an influence of like the Tim and the Timmy pedals, which is a really cool uncompressed overdrive. I really like you know, the optionality that you get if you were, you know, combine like this, the uncompressed boost, sorry, with something like this, or if I had like more, if I had more of a tube screamer, you know, mid-rangey or more compressed type boost pedal, I'd really like to add that together with this guy. But so I think, you know, this is good, and this is a little more of everything. Although this is a little more overall nice guy, can set for any amp, any setting's good. And then these two guys, super bass and super lead, have more unique tones to them. Each one has kind of a different take. Super bass is really a mellow, laid-back customer altogether. It's got big fat bass and then like a notched mid, or maybe the notched mids sort of you know, scooped somewhere in the frequency accentuates the bass, but it sounds really cool with single coil guitars. Really takes the edge off and fattens them up. If you want to do like a Hendrix type Marshall tone, boom, there it is. This guy, the super lead, has got sort of accentuated mids and kind of like a high mid compression thing going on. One of my favorite live albums is Led Zeppelin's How the West Was Won. This can do some killer stuff that reminds me of that. It's got some tones the others can't quite get. Now you can take, for example, the super bass. You can add some mids, a little bit of highs, add a little more gain, and make it sound, you know, a little more like this guy or this guy. You know, this one, it's got a real, you know, huge rock sound, but you can dial back the mids a little bit, and, you know, make it more similar to the other two. So these have more flexibility. It also depends on what amp you want to use it with. So I was playing with the Remedy, for example, you know, the Maz 18. This one is pretty smooth customer overall. This one sounds, I think, probably my favorite one with the Maz. These two guys can do specific tones, but it takes a while to get them dialed in. You can get some quite, you know, not quite as pleasing tones with the EL84 amps with both of these guys because they're a little more extreme. But you can, like, you know, this one, for example, I didn't like it with the Les Paul quite as much in the Maz, but I did dial in some really cool, like, lower gain types, almost, you know, more like high watt type sounds with this guy, for example. Or like with my Swart, with the Tweed amp, I like less compressed stuff altogether, so this guy's good. Again, this guy's great with that. Probably this one was a little bit too much with that, but anyway, they're all pretty cool. Or like a little amp, like my Super Champ XD. Really like the super bass because it fattens it up. So kind of depends what you're going for. They're all fairly similar, different takes on a plexi tone, but they're all different depending on what you want to do with it.